Hello everybody and welcome back. I hope everyone had a fabulous weekend. I know I did. Let's see. So today we are going to be doing circle time. We're going to do a color song. We are going to read a book, and then we're going to do a little science activity. So before we left on Friday, we talked about the weather. And I said that the weather man or woman said that it might snow on Friday. But did it snow? No, it did not. So we did not see any snow. And over the weekend, we did not either. So today, I still think it's going to be cloudy most of the day. You might see a little sun. So make sure you look out your windows throughout the day to see if we see any of the sun, okay? So if we left off on Friday, we don't have school 2 days and then we come back for today. So what comes after Friday? Saturday. Great job. And then after Saturday comes Sunday. So if yesterday was Sunday, that makes today Tuesday? Oh, thank you. It's Monday. So happy Monday, everybody. So it's Monday, May. What number is this, boys and girls? It's a 1 and a 1 together, and it comes after 10. 11 of what year? 2020. So let's do our ABCs and our numbers. Are you ready? Let's go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, B, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, now let's say our numbers nice and loud, boys and girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our colors. We have yellow, red, white, pink, gray, black, orange, blue, purple, brown, and the color we are going to sing about today. What color is this, boys and girls? Green. Great job. And of course, we cannot forget about our shapes. So we have circle, triangle, rectangle, star, square, heart, oval, diamond or rhombus, and octagon. Great job, boys and girls. Okay, so now circle time is over. What did I say was next? Nap time? Oh, we're going to do a color song. We're going to do the color green. But before we can sing about the color green, what do we have to do? We have to spell it out. So if the beginning of green is G, then it would be a G. So we're going to do a G. So we're going to start at the top. We're going to go around like a C, but up and across. Next is R. So remember, for an R, we do big line down, stop, go back to the top, half of a circle, and then little line. So next we're going to do 2 E's in a row. So we're going to do big line down, remember little line, little line, little line. And I'm going to do the same thing again. And the last letter of green is N. So remember, big line down, go back to the top, diagonal line, and up. Let's see, let's move this back so you can see, boys and girls, okay? So we have G-R-E-E-N. And what color is that? Yellow? Green. Great job, boys and girls. Okay. So do you know what these two are? We're going to sing about them. You're right. This is a caterpillar, or let's see. And do you know what this is? Well, let's find out. Let's sing together.
You believe we are already learning to read and spell so many color words? Let's do green next.
Okay.
G-R-E-E-N, G-R-E-E-N. I know how to spell green, G-R-E-E-N. Caterpillars are green, and grasshoppers too. I know how to spell green, G-R-E-E-N.
Ooh, caterpillars.
G-R-E-E-N, G-R-E-E-N. I know how to spell green, G-R-E-E-N. Caterpillars are green, and grasshoppers too. I know how to spell green, G-R-E-E-N. All right, now it's
Are you
time
ready
for the
to
kids'
sing?
verse.
Okay, let's sing together. G-R-E-E-N, G-R-E-E-N. I know how to spell green, G-R-E-E-N. Caterpillars are green, and grasshoppers too. I know how to spell green, G-R-E-E-N. Great job, boys and girls. So how do we spell green? G-R-E-E-N. And what are these? Caterpillars. And do you remember what these are from the song? Grasshoppers. Great job, everybody. So now it is time for a story. So this book is called There's No Such Thing as Monsters by Steve Smallman and Caroline Pedler. I've got my own bedroom. I'm so big now, sang Little Bear excitedly. Big Bear was excited too. He had his bedroom all to himself at last. Off to bed, Doozy Head, chuckled Big Bear. Little Bear snuggled down and tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. Everything felt different. The dark seemed so much darker without Big Bear there. Then, as Little Bear peered into the shadows, he saw... Oh no, what do you think he saw? A monster! A big, scaly monster, all covered in spines, watching and waiting and ready to pounce. Big Bear, cried Little Bear. There's a spiky monster in my room and it's coming to get me. Do you think it's a monster? Or what do you think it is? Well, let's see. Big Bear rushed in and turned on the light. But there wasn't a monster, just a flappy old toy on the back of a chair. Big Bear put it on his head and did a silly spiky monster dance. Don't be a scaredy bear. Shadows can't hurt you, he said. Little Bear snuggled down and tried to go to sleep, but it was just too quiet without Big Bear there. He tried humming a little song to keep the quiet out. Then he thought, what if there's something under my bed? Something that's keeping very still? Shh! He wriggled nervously over to the edge, peeked underneath, and saw... Oh no, what do you think he saw? A monster's tail! Big Bear, squealed Little Bear. There's a slimy monster under my bed and it's going to eat me. Big Bear rushed in and dived under the bed, but there wasn't a monster, just a stinky old sock. Big Bear put his hand in the sock and made stinky sock monster noises. Then he bundled Little Bear back into bed. Night, night. Don't let the bed socks bite, chuckled Big Bear. Little Bear snuggled down and tried to go to sleep, but he felt lost in the middle of his big new bed. It was just too lonely without Big Bear there. Little Bear's lips started to wobble, and he was just about to cry when he heard footsteps coming closer. Tip, tap, tip, tap. The door slowly opened. Who's there? Is it Mama Bear maybe? Or is it Big Bear? Let's see. It was Big Bear! There's no need to be frightened, Little Bear, he said. But I don't like being all on my own, sniffled Little Bear. Don't worry, said Big Bear. I've brought old Hoppity to keep you company. He tucked his favorite tattered toy into bed with Little Bear. Now you won't feel so scared, he said. Do you see the little bunny that his brother gave him? Wasn't that a nice thing to do to help his baby brother? Silly little bear, chuckled Big Bear as he went back to bed. Frightened of monsters. Big Bear snuggled down in his bed and tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. His bedroom seemed so empty without Little Bear there. Big Bear lay in the dark, humming a little song to keep the quiet out. Just then, he heard a noise, a growling, snuffling noise. What do you think Big Bear hears? Well, let's find out. And it was coming from Little Bear's bedroom. Snarfle, snort. Oh no, thought Big Bear. Maybe there really is a stinky sock monster under the bed, and it wants a little bear for its supper. Big Bear raced down the hallway as the noises got louder and louder. Snarfle, snarfle, snort, snort. I'll save you, Little Bear, he cried, pushing open the door. What do you think he's going to see? Let's see. But there wasn't a stinky sock monster, just a small bear, fast asleep and snoring loudly in the growly, snuffly way that little bears do. The end. There's no such thing as monsters, right? No, there is not. I hope you enjoyed that story. And now we are going to do a little experiment. So I have a glass here. I have some cotton balls. I have some water. And I have some vegetable oil. So I'm going to put the vegetable oil in here just a little. Like that. So now, I'm going to ask you a question. What do you think is going to happen when I pour the water into here, and then I put a cotton ball in? Do you think it's going to sink to the bottom, or do you think it's going to float? So I want you to think about that for a minute while I put the water in, and then we're going to test it out. Okay, do you have your answer? Is it going to sink or float? Well, let's see. So I'm going to put it in. And what do you see? It started to float, but then as it filled with water, it sunk to the bottom. Do you think if I do another one, it's going to do the same thing? Well, let's see. So it's floating, but then as it absorbs the water, so the water gets in every little thing, it sinks to the bottom. So now I have my vegetable oil, and I'm going to place my cotton ball in it and just roll it around to get some oil on it. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in here. Do you think it's going to do the same thing? It's going to float and then sink? Do you think it's just going to sink? Or do you think it's going to float? Do you have your answer in your head? Are you ready? Let's see. So it's floating. Do you think it's going to sink? No, it's floating. So why do you think this one floats, but the other two sink? Oh, because of the vegetable oil? You are right. Because we coated it in oil, it's not going to sink. Well, let's see what happens if I do half of this one in the oil and half not. Do you think half will sink and half will stay on top? Oh, let's see. Ooh, now that is interesting. Oh. Ooh. I hope you were able to see that, but if you could see, it is still floating at the top because the oil does not go with water and they don't mix together, so it stays at the top. Even when I did half of the cotton ball, it still stayed at the top. So I hope you enjoyed our activities today. And before we go, I want to give a special birthday shout out to one of our preschool friends. He is turning 4 today. So I want everybody to wish Michael a very happy birthday, and I hope he has a very good day. I hope to see you all here tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye.